We are here to provide the community with data needed for scholars as well as in an accessible form for community organizers. I like to believe that data, information, what we've been able to achieve has to be accessible to the community because there are so many community groups and organizations that require it for foundational purposes and also in order to allow them to see where the needs are located, where the governmental entity will need to step in and provide for the community at large. 4 years ago, the Law and Policy Group began discussions around the issues of HIV/AIDS and its devastating impact on Black women. We realized that the role of Black women was so pivotal to the survival of the Black community that we needed to do something that went to the core of her reality. That's how we began our discussions to develop a report on the status of Black women and girls. Because what we noticed was that if we didn't know where she was, how do we know how to help? Too many times we see the Black woman and girl as a person who is a problem because when the reports come forward, the report is about some issue or problem of concern. We want to look at the Black woman and girl as a whole person, and that's what we attempt to do, and that's what we're working for in our report. This executive statement is a precursor to the Law and Policy Group's first annual national report on the status of Black women and girls. The Law and Policy Group has long believed that Black women and girls hold a valued place within both the Black community and the larger society, and are worthy of a national effort that is ongoing like this one. Professor Kimberly Crenshaw states, quote, "The empowerment of the Black woman constitutes the empowerment of our entire community." Former U.S. Secretary of State Colin Powell has said, "Women's issues affect not only women, they have profound implications for all of humankind." On March 8th, the United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon stated that we must, as a mandate, invest in women and girls. The Law and Policy Group's report on the status of Black women and girls will respond to this long-awaited need. The Law and Policy Group will provide ongoing reports which will enable agencies, organizations, and individuals to better understand the progress and the pressures experienced by Black females in this country. It will have key issues. The key issues in the report will cover a multiple of areas within the complex world of the Black woman. The final report will present data on health, education, welfare, housing, employment, religious beliefs, criminal justice, family status, retirement, political participation, and other areas relevant to the Black female in America. With a scheduled release date of June 2008, this report represents a compilation of data from government, foundation, and commercial sources, as well as primary data. Today, we have the diverse members of the community represented in our audience. They're here because they care about Black women and girls. They include the National Association of University Women, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Planned Parenthood of New York City, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, the National Organization for Women, the National Council of Negro Women, Brooklyn Section, the Links, the Women's City Club, the New York AIDS Coalition. We have the New York Alliance of Black School Educators and members of the union, Councilman Van's office, and of course we spoke earlier about the fact that Letitia James is here. We also have a representative from New York State Senate, Val Manette Montgomery. We have Sheila Beverly Skinner from Long Island University. We also have Denise Peterson, coordinating manager for the Kings County Hospital Center. All of these people and many more are here to show that they not only care about Black women and girls, but they also desire a report, such as this report on the status of Black women and girls that will be issued June 2008, Juneteenth, which is June 19th, and we know that that is the considered Emancipation Day for many of those of us who know our history. In addition to the other members of the community, we've also been assisted by church groups, as well as union organizations and grassroots community organizations.
Hello, my name is Gloria Browne-Marshall of the Law and Policy Group. I am the founder and director of this 501c3 not-for-profit organization that bridges the gap between the laws, policies, and the people governed by them. Our focus is primarily on issues involving children, women, and people of color. I'm here today because of our executive statement that was released today for the report on the status of Black women and girls. And this report we find is vital because Black women and girls play such an important role in the development of this country and the future development of this country as well. I'd also like to note that, for example, political participation by Black women is second only to white women. Also, many Black girls graduate from high school with a high intent of going to college, but something happens between the time they enter college that keeps them from completing their college degree. Also, yes, there is troubling news as far as health concerns in the Black community, but Black women are also living longer than ever before. Black girls, for example, are living longer, suffer from some issues of depression, but white women actually commit suicide more often than Black women. If you look at the other issue of religious participation, you'll see the majority of Black women are Protestant, but there is also a growing number of Buddhists, Muslim, and Catholics. So when you look at the Black woman as a whole person, you can see her progress as well as the pressure and obstacles that Black women and girls face on a daily basis. That's why we believe this ongoing yearly report on the status of Black women and girls is so important. And that is the endeavor that we're embarking on as an organization. The Law and Policy Group, the report on the status of Black women and girls. The release date of the full report will be June 2008.